Well, I have now finished day 7 of my LEJOG trip. Crossed over the border into Scotland, the Scottish border town of Moffat, and the Queen has been to Wales as part of a Jubilee tour in the last week or so. I thought, well, I'll come here. I was actually hit by a slightly random thought that just imagine if the Queen, the Duke of Edinburgh, did LEJOG, and I'm sure it'll be on like a tandem bicycle. I can just see the sort of liveried cycle gear with sort of cycle jerseys saying, something like a team name, I don't know, something like Monarchial Mile Munchers, something like that. And just imagine putting up to some sort of quiet B&B, some guest house in the middle of nowhere, and how would that conversation go? Has one come far? I'm sure the Queen says more, things like that, more than that. Has one looped? One has, ma'am, yes. But my random thought for the day, and many thoughts go through your mind when you're cycling mile after mile, and the amount of self-talk you do, sometimes out loud, but certainly in your head, the conversations you have, the reasoning you do, could sometimes get way out of hand. You can sort of zone out to a very different realm. In fact, bizarrely, at times I was so happy. You see, it's so lovely and warm and sunny here, and it's fantastic. I actually found myself singing the Welsh national anthem. Bizarrely, I'm not even Welsh. I mean, I know people who are Welsh, but I think it's such a beautiful anthem. Sing it. As I came to Scotland, sure, that went down really well. So yeah, maybe I'm not losing the plot. I'm just at times being a bit random. It keeps me entertained, if nobody else. But it's so lovely to have this warmth and sunshine. And I always said before the trip, it rained every single day, then I'd be really pissed off. As long as I have a few days of sunshine, that would be great. And ideally, if it's dry, that's also a helpful bonus. But my day started actually rather well. For the first time, while staying in a B&B come guest house come hotel, I was actually able to sit down and have a proper, full English breakfast to give me a great start for the day. Because normally what happens is I leave so early in the morning, a lot of these places don't actually even contemplate making breakfast until way after I've left. So they give me sort of a packaged breakfast, which consists of a thing they call a baguette, which would undoubtedly, if the French got hold of it, certainly if they tasted it, would be most upset. And of course, as we all know, nobody in Britain really intends to upset the French. It's the last thing we want to do sometimes. So they give this sort of baguette type thing as compressed white stuff with industrial sized slabs of meat and cheese, and to be honest with you, I've had a whole variety of meats and cheeses and they all taste the same. I mean, I could be eating pickle weasel for all I know, but be that as it may. And it's not a great way to start today. So today was lovely for actually being able to have a full English breakfast. As I sat in this lovely bay window overlooking the hills of the Lake District. Perfect. And it set me up really well. Well, today I've done a mere 62 miles. Normally I've done 80, at least 80 every single day, and one day more than 90. And I arrived sort of early to mid-afternoon, so I've had time to sort of chill out, have a gorgeous afternoon tea, and found a lovely cake shop where they do the most gorgeous homemade cake. So for me, as you know, I was in heaven. In fact, on my trip today, I came across a woman, the only woman I've come across, woman cyclist, who actually is doing a LEJOG, or the end-to-end, or joggle, or Land's End, John of Groats, whatever you want to call it, who interestingly almost had as little amount of kit as I did. So one rear pannier bag and a front bar bag. And I've noticed actually a lot of the blokes who actually do this trip, certainly if they're doing it on their own or as part of a unit or a team, have at least 2 or 3 times more than that. So anybody who says that women don't pack light and men do has been wonderfully disproved. So that was Belle. We had a lovely chat. She's from Leeds, and she said when she passed Leeds yesterday or the day before, it was very tempting just to pop home. It's 20 minutes away or 20 miles away, but she's doing this LEJOG with her father. So it was nice to bump into other people who were doing it. What's my plan? Well, tomorrow I'm off to Edinburgh. Be my shortest day of the whole trip. I'm doing probably just under 60 miles, which would be a joy. And the weather, I believe, is meant to be similar to this, which is great. Now, I'm staying with a lovely family I met while on a windsurfing holiday in southern Turkey last year, who insisted I stay with them, which is great. And they're fantastic company, the Frasers. So I'm looking forward to seeing them and catching up with quite a few other friends and others in Edinburgh, having lived and worked there many years ago. So it's a good day. Apart from my knees are still hurting a lot. I've got to take painkillers. I need to ice more and everything else. But in fact, my knees aren't speaking to me. and probably won't be for some time. But I was actually slightly concerned yesterday the day before yesterday, that I was in such pain that I wouldn't be able to go on. But a bit of physio treatment, not brilliant physio treatment, but showing me where to strap them up, but has certainly helped. But I can't believe I'm in Scotland already. I'm more than halfway now, and looking forward to a chilled out evening of Italian food. Until tomorrow.